Installing curbside skirting tiles is one of the most essential and refined steps in achieving a professional finish for sidewalks, pathways, and the junction between pavement and street curbs. This process not only adds a clean and elegant edge to the structure, but also plays a critical role in water drainage, durability, and long-term aesthetic value. In this in-depth guide, we will walk you through every detail, movement, and tool involved in the process. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled tiler, this comprehensive guide will serve as a powerful companion for mastering curbside skirting tile installation. We begin the process by analyzing the location and preparing the work area, ensuring that the surface is clean, level, and free of loose materials is key. A good base guarantees better tile adhesion, reduced risks of future cracks, and a long-lasting result. After cleaning, we mark the line where the tiles will be placed. Precision at this step is critical. We use a chalk line or a level to draw a straight guide. This will ensure that the skirting tiles remain aligned throughout the installation. Next, we prepare the adhesive. Depending on the nature of the surface and climate conditions, we may use cement mortar, tile adhesive, or a mixture of both. The consistency of the adhesive should be thick, yet workable. We apply the adhesive using a notched trowel to create even grooves that enhance bonding. The skirting tiles are then placed firmly along the guideline, pressing them into the adhesive. With consistent spacing, a rubber mallet is gently used to tap the tiles and level them evenly, ensuring no tile is sticking out or sunken. We maintain a consistent joint between tiles, usually using tile spacers to ensure uniformity. After laying down several meters of tiles, we frequently step back to inspect the alignment, correcting any shifts before the adhesive sets. This is where patience and attention to detail pay off. Every centimeter matters. The curbside area is often sloped, curved, or irregular, so trimming tiles to fit becomes an essential skill. Using an angle grinder with a diamond blade, we cut tiles to shape as needed, always wearing protective gear like gloves, goggles, and a dust mask. After the installation is complete and the adhesive has dried, we proceed with grouting. The joints between tiles are filled with a suitable grout, often a weather-resistant or waterproof variety. The grout is spread using a rubber float, then wiped with a damp sponge to remove excess. Grouting not only secures the tiles, but also gives them a professional polished finish. Once the grout sets, we clean the tiles again to ensure a spotless surface. The final inspection includes tapping each tile lightly to detect any hollow spots. Hollow sounds indicate weak bonding, which might lead to tile failure over time. Such tiles are removed and reinstalled properly. Afterward, we often apply a sealant, especially if the skirting tiles are made of porous materials like natural stone or unglazed ceramic. Sealants protect against stains, water ingress, and frost damage. Throughout the entire process, craftsmanship is the heart of success. Working slowly and methodically ensures fewer mistakes and a more refined outcome. It's important to understand the properties of each tile. Some are more brittle, some absorb more water, and some require backbuttering for better adhesion. Choosing the right tile for outdoor curbside use is also important. Porcelain tiles are highly recommended due to their strength, water resistance, and low maintenance. Many professionals also recommend starting the installation from the highest point if the sidewalk has a slope. This avoids awkward cuts or slanted finishes at the visible end. Additionally, allowing expansion joints every few meters, especially in hot climates, prevents cracking due to thermal movement. We use flexible grout or silicone in these joints to absorb stress. For curbed sidewalks with decorative designs or patterns, special attention is paid to color matching and tile symmetry. Some installers use a dry layout method, placing the tiles without adhesive first, to visualize the final look and make necessary adjustments. This step, although time-consuming, saves a lot of correction work later. Edge protection is another aspect that is often overlooked. Using metal or PVC trim profiles along the upper edge of the skirting tile protects it from chipping, gives it a sleek finish, and enhances safety by removing sharp edges. These profiles come in various colors and finishes to match the tile style. Drainage is also important. Make sure the skirting tile installation does not block natural water flow or slope. If necessary, install weep holes or drainage gaps to allow water runoff. Improper drainage may cause tiles to lift or the adhesive to weaken. Finally, a quality inspection is done in daylight to catch any flaws in alignment, color tone, or level difference. Touch-ups are applied where needed. The site is cleaned thoroughly, tools are stored properly, and leftover materials are safely disposed of or stored for future repairs. This process, when followed step by step with precision and care, transforms the sidewalk from an ordinary element into a visually appealing and structurally sound masterpiece. Every edge, corner, and joint contributes to the final look and function. A professionally installed curbside skirting tile not only increases property value, but also reflects the skill and dedication of the installer. Even though this guide is silent in its video presentation, every step is shown clearly and in real time so that any viewer, regardless of language or experience, can learn effectively. The visuals are supported by slow, detailed demonstrations, focusing on hand movements, tool usage, and tile positioning. Time lapse is avoided to ensure nothing is missed. This makes the video a valuable resource for both DIY enthusiasts and professionals aiming to refine their skills. Thank you for choosing this video as your learning companion. Stay focused, take your time, and let every tile tell the story of precision, patience, and pride. Whether you're working on a small walkway or a major sidewalk project, the techniques demonstrated here will help you achieve a clean, durable, and visually impressive curbside tile finish. As we move forward into the second phase of the curbside skirting tile installation, the focus shifts from laying the base tiles to refining the finishing details that make the job stand out as truly professional. It's in these final touches that craftsmanship becomes clearly visible. These are the steps where most installers either shine or show a lack of thoroughness. So let's dive deeper. After the grout has dried, typically over a 24 to 48-hour period depending on weather conditions and product type, we examine the surface again to detect any minor imperfections. These may include slightly misaligned joints, minor surface haze from dried grout, or uneven transitions between tile edges and the adjacent surfaces like pavement or curbstone. Using a sponge or specialized haze remover, we gently buff the tiles to restore their full color and shine. Now we turn our attention to the expansion joints, especially in areas exposed to direct sunlight or traffic. These joints, often spaced every 3 to 5 meters, must remain flexible to allow for movement caused by temperature fluctuations or ground settling. We fill them using polyurethane or silicone sealant, materials that expand and contract without cracking. The application should be done slowly and carefully with a caulking gun, then smoothed with a damp finger or a finishing tool for a seamless result. Another important element is the transition between tile and soil or asphalt. This edge is vulnerable to water penetration, weed growth, and cracking if not properly sealed. Some craftsmen create a small slope or install a drainage gap using a piece of angled plastic or a grouted slope that directs water away. This technique not only protects the tiles but also enhances the appearance of the border. We now prepare for cleaning and sealing, particularly if the tiles are natural stone, matte ceramic, or terrazzo. A high-quality penetrating sealer is applied using a roller or sponge. It should be spread evenly and allowed to soak in before buffing the surface. This not only enhances the natural tone of the tile, but protects it from future stains, oils, rainwater, and vehicle splashes. In high-traffic public areas, a second coat may be recommended after 24 hours. In this stage, we also check the level of the entire tiled surface using a long spirit level or laser level. Any high or low points are marked and addressed, either by replacing affected tiles or grinding slight elevations with a diamond pad. While this may seem excessive, a level curbside tile run reflects highly on the installer's professionalism. For projects with decorative edges, especially in upscale, sidewalks or private properties, additional strips of contrasting tiles may be added as borders. These are carefully measured and installed with minimal spacing, usually using thinner adhesive to maintain level consistency with the rest of the surface. If the design includes corner pieces, these are custom cut with mitered edges, usually at 45 degrees, to produce a tight, clean corner with no gaps. Let's not forget the importance of surface protection after installation. Many professionals cover the freshly tiled curbside with cardboard sheets, foam boards, or protective film, especially when construction continues in the surrounding area. This prevents accidental damage